in Missoula, Montana,
United States of America.
just getting ready to start our new day. Remember that the views and opinions in this video are mine only, and sometimes Diesel's. Always obey the rules of the road.
Time to go.
Well, here we go. Time to go. Oh, people to see, things to do, freight to deliver. So we're leaving the pilot in Missoula here at exit 109 on I-90. And as you can tell, the weather is not cooperating with me, but you know what? I would much rather have snow like this than minus 30, minus 40 temperatures. 'Cause at least in this snow, my truck's gonna keep running, right? It might get stuck, but at least it'll be running and warm. So this is I-90 westbound highway conditions this morning. So far the road is all right. Got a little bit of snow on it. We're still doing all right. You know, out west here, I've seen a lot of May trucking trucks out here. I just thought of something. Trucker Steve works for May, doesn't he? I wonder if one of these guys is him. I wonder where his region is, or if he's OTR, or if... Huh. Maybe I'll see Trucker Steve. There's another May truck coming on the left there. Another one. Huh. I'll figure as I'm talking about them. Is that Trucker Steve? No idea. Couldn't see. Today is February 7th, 2014. Well, we stopped at the next Flying J and picked ourselves up a coffee. So now the day is underway. Where are we here? I know we're on I-90 west. Probably about an hour from Idaho. What is this? Mile marker 73. So 73 miles to the Idaho border. And then we go through that northern tip of Idaho, right? If you see on a map there, it's just a tiny little section. So we should be through there in just a little while. Then we're in Washington State. There we're going up highway, 97? It's gonna take us to Oroville, Washington, and then that's the border town, and we'll be crossing into Osoyoos, British Columbia, Canada. Right, Diesel? You like all the mountains? You see any mountain goats yet? No, I haven't either. It's kind of disappointing, isn't it? A very scenic 2 weeks. That's for sure. Actually, it's a week and a half. Then we'll be back on the prairies. I'll be home in 2 weeks. Well, I believe we're coming close to Idaho, judging by the mountains around us. This driver in front of me is super cautious, which is okay. I can't pass them, so I just gotta sort of deal with it. Going like 20 mile an hour around these corners, which is better than better than 60 mile an hour, but better to be too safe than too sorry. It is a little snowy outside, so it would give the illusion that it's super slippery. You don't want to assume that it's not slippery either and find out that it is. That's even worse. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady keeps you out of the ditch. Oh, he's speeding up now. There's another couple of sharp corners up ahead here. So we just passed through the scale. It was open. Let us go. The roads keep getting more and more twisty and windy. But you notice how they have a nice 4-lane divided freeway, nice divider in the center there. Why can't Canada take a hint from that, eh? This is what we need right through Northern Ontario and all of British Columbia. I know they're working on it in BC, but the federal government needs to step up to the plate and help them out a little bit, from what I've heard. But this should be going right through Northern Ontario. Like, it shouldn't even be a question. This should just be done. If you're worried about the cost of it, put a toll on it for the first 10 years till it's paid off. Whatever, you want to leave the tolls up, leave them up. We're not going to like that, but at least we'll have a highway that's safe, you know? All right, so we're stopped over in a little rest area, stopping area. We're right at the border of Idaho, that blue sign way out there. I know you can't really read it, but it says, "Welcome to Idaho." Here's the truck. That's a nice picture right there, eh? Look at that. Nice mountains all around us here. So we've been driving through a lot of loose snow, right? So we're gonna go check the taillights to make sure they're not covered in snow, because every other truck I see passing by here can't see their taillights, and none of them are clearing them off. So drivers, don't forget to clear your taillights off. See my taillights? Clear that off so that people can, nothing special, just a sweater sleeve that works just perfect. People need to be able to see your brake lights and your turn signals, right? And DOT needs to be able to see your plate. Okay, now what do you do to keep the snow off of there? WD-40. So we're gonna try it out anyways. See if this works to keep the snow off, right? We've been meaning to try this anyways. Remember Indiana Jack gave us that tip? So now we're actually gonna get a good chance to test it out, because there's a lot of loose snow around, as you can tell. So everything's good. I might as well go back on this side. Check the tires before already. They all look good. Oh, that's a nice picture. Right there. Beautiful. Oh, time to hit the road again. Oh, it's hard to keep the windshield clean and stuff like this, but this is Spokane, Washington. Washington State. Real nice out here. People are friendly. Very nice. Weather is real nice. It's -8 here, or 17 Fahrenheit. So that's a nice change. Just impossible to keep my window clean. The only downside, but I will take that over -30 any day. Stay in your lane, buddy. Come on, why do people think they gotta cut the corners? Why do people do that? I was following a truck before, going through the mountains. Every single corner, he would cut halfway into the other lane. Even if cars were trying to pass him. It was a truck driver. He almost ran a couple people off the road. I was behind him for like 45 minutes. I was like, what are you doing? Is the lane not big enough for you? Maybe you should slow down around the corners and that wouldn't happen. You wouldn't need to cut them like a race car driver. Well, here's a nice little town in northern Washington. About an hour and a half from Canada. About 90 miles, 150 kilometers. This town is called Cooley. I have family that lives in a town in Manitoba. It's called Plum Cooley. It's spelled the same way without the plum. Cooley. C-O-U-L-E-E. Very nice little town up in the mountains here. I think this is in Spring Canyon. I went through a big canyon about a half hour ago. It was called Spring Canyon. I think that's what's still right in front of us there. You'll see it off to the right when we go around this corner. Big giant canyon there. Wouldn't want to fall down there. Okay, so this is the other side of Cooley, the other side of the dam. I remember going here. I crossed the border at Osoyoos last year sometime, or the year before.
Turn right on Highway 155.
Oh, I'm not going straight. Look at that little road. Oh, this road's not much better. Narrow bridge. Okay. Well, now we gotta wait for everybody. Alright. Busy bridge yet, are you kidding me? Wow. Wow, how are we gonna get on here? This is crazy. What's with all the traffic? This is nuts. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Hope we don't get stuck on the bridge. Oh, nice. Really?
400 meters. Turn left on River Drive.
How are we gonna meet here? This is ridiculous. Wow. I remember this bridge now. That guy was supposed to wait for me. Guess he's not going to. Seriously? Like, this bridge must have been built a long time ago. That guy was supposed to wait for me too. So was that guy. Supposed to wait for me. There's big signs saying that you should wait. Oh, whatever.
Turn left on River Drive.
I remember that bridge from last year. You know, if you're gonna have truck traffic coming through here and you're gonna make it a truck route, how about you make it big enough for the trucks? How about that? All right, Canadian Customs. Either lane works. Interesting. Guess I'll see you on the other side. Alright. Getting into Canada is usually easy like that. Where are you going? Where'd you come from? See you later. Have a good one, eh? They asked a few more questions than that this time. This time they wanted to know if there's anyone else in the vehicle, just me and Diesel. What else do they want to know? How long I was in the States for, if I'd bought anything while I was in the States for myself. You know, the usual. The usual. So now that we're in Canada, we will turn on our Canadian phone, turn off our American phone. We are an hour and a half from where I gotta be. Phew, they don't leave us a lot of room to get through there. Thanks. Welcome, British Columbia, Canada. The best place on earth. That's what the sign says. That's not what I say. British Columbia is pretty close to the best place on earth, but I'm thinking, I don't know, Hawaii or some resort in Mexico or Greece might be a little better. I don't know. Just saying, I like palm trees. And closing off the day now here in Kelowna, British Columbia. We're gonna be here till maybe Sunday morning. That's right, it is Friday, February 7th. I haven't crossed off the 6th yet. That confused me for a second there. Hey guys, have a good night and I'll see you 6 a.m. tomorrow.